What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mikey G coming at you with another topic for tonight. And tonight I want to discuss why I feel it's okay to have a preference and why, honestly, you should just deal with it. Why do people try to make others feel bad for having a preference, whether it's with food or home style or people? Coming up in the world, if you are someone that wants to be in some type of relationship, romantic relationship with anyone, and you feel that you spending your life with someone, you have certain things that you want talked about and in the air and understood between two people, then having a preference is not bad at all. In fact, it'd be weird if you didn't have a preference. Everyone has a preference, regardless of what they say. I've met females that are attracted to big fat dudes. I've met females that are attracted to super skinny guys. I've met females that are attracted to super short dudes and super tall dudes. I've met them all. I've seen them all. I've heard it all. They have these preferences. We also have preferences. I've met dudes that love big women. I've met dudes that only want to mess with super skinny women. I've met dudes that would never mess with a tall woman. I've met dudes that wouldn't go near a super short woman. Doesn't mean what they want is bad. Doesn't mean what they want is something that should be unacceptable. Doesn't mean what they want is something that's problematic. That's just what they want. Who are we to say that what you desire is not what you should want?
You should give everyone a fair chance.
Now, I can see why people would say you should give everyone a fair shot, but honestly, we're gonna be honest here. We live on a whole earth where there are billions of people in the world. Billions. There's a difference between being shallow and having a preference. Being shallow is like,
I want someone that, has perfect hair, perfect face, big breasts, big behind, super skin.
Like that's a little bit too much. Now you're just being a little shallow. Having a preference, however, is like, say I see a girl and she's attractive, but she just wouldn't be my type if she's a little bit too big. Not saying I'm not attracted to her. Not saying maybe one day I wouldn't give her a chance. Just she's not my preference. Or if a girl is way too small, like she doesn't look like she's eating anything, or she's just way too skinny. Again, that's not someone I would go after, because that's just not the type of girl I would be into. But at the same time, I would probably still maybe give her a chance, but that's not going to be my first option. That's what it means to really have a preference, right? Having a preference means they might not be what you want, but you could possibly see yourself giving them a chance, depending. Like, for me, if I give a bigger girl a chance, she has to at least show some effort that she does care about her health, whether she's big or super small, right? Because even being super small isn't healthy. You a good size? Hey man, you're good. So long as want to take care of yourself. But that's just my preference. A lot of people have preferences where they want their partner to be as big as possible. That's what they want. They want their partner to be as small as possible, and they'll do whatever it takes. Me, I'll meet you in the middle. If you're big, we can talk. If you're small, we can talk. But again, I'd also have to see some effort that you're trying to better yourself. Not for me, but just for yourself. Now, if that's not something you're interested in doing for yourself, you can't be mad at me when I don't want to give you a chance. Honestly, you just have to deal with that. There are guys in the world that are interested with people with your mindset. They exist. You just have to find them. I'm harping on the ladies, but I'm also thinking on my fellas too. Now, we're not as bad as y'all, but ladies, y'all obsess over more physical stuff than we ever would. We talk about a woman's fat and y'all go tripping. But y'all talk about more stuff than we do. Like about a dude's height. I've literally seen in a lot of women's profiles and stuff.
If you're shorter than 6 feet, move along.
Wait a damn minute.
And y'all may just be like 4 foot nothing, 5 foot nothing. Talking about some.
If you're not 6 feet, get out of my.
What did you say, nigga?
What? Listen here.
Smurf.
I ain't trying to hear that.
Oompa Loompa.
Kill that shit.
We all have our own desires for what we want with our partner. A lot of women want to do this 6 feet and up because instinctively they want to feel they're protected. They want to feel like if something were to happen, that person's right there to protect them. They feel that that person might have a strong character just because of their height.
The fuck is he talking about?
That's ridiculous. Honestly, that's a ridiculous thought, but that's just like a thought process. They try to make it in a more real life situation. In reality, that's far from it. They just want a person that looks a different way because it reminds them of the people that they probably would never get. That just is what it is. Women, y'all have preferences too, and not only do you have them, you're very, very open with your preferences. You don't see a lot of dudes putting in their bios or profiles,
Hey, if you super fat, don't DM me. If you're skinny bones, don't even think of messaging me.
you don't see none of that. Dudes ain't posting nothing about that when it comes to talking to a female. We ain't saying none of that. A lot of dudes don't care. But there are some that do, and when they do, they're not gonna voice that on their bios or anything. But dude, if he likes you, he gonna slide up, he gonna talk to you. If he don't like you, he not gonna pay you no attention. You're not gonna ruin his day. Like, for me, when I used to have my social media, I never voiced what type of women I'm into. But various different women would message me, and I'm just like, depending on, you know, what features they might have. And like I said, this sounds shallow, but again, I have my preferences. Depending on their features, I would approach them in a certain manner. If the woman was a little bit bigger than most, and she was putting no effort into bettering herself, like bettering her health, then honestly, I would talk to her, but like more of a friendship type of way. I wouldn't see myself doing anything with this person, right? And that's okay. I'm going to make it known that I prefer this. This is what I would want. And if you're someone that wants to be romantically involved with me, then you have to put an effort for yourself to do better for yourself. If not, then you can find someone else. I don't need to be the only person that you want. I don't need to be the final person you come to. See, that's the thing. That's the beauty about choosing people. Just because you have an interest in me does not mean I have to meet all of your expectations. I'm going to be me at the end of the day. And I'm not going to change myself because you're interested in me. Right? I'm still going to be me. You can be interested in me all you want, but if I have no interest in you, that's where it's going to be at. To shame people for having a preference, it's just, honestly, for me, I hear that and all I hear is people crying about, oh, no one ever gives me a chance, this and this and that, because of this. Well, if you know the reason and you want people to approach you the way you want, then you know what to do, but you refuse to do it. You want everyone to accept a type of lazy mentality you might have. You want everyone to be able to accept that when there are people that won't accept that at all. Like I said, I am not accepting that. We all have a preference whether we want to admit it or not. Some are more vocal about it than the others. That just is what it is. Majority of women are more vocal about it than men, but both sides are still vocal about their preferences and what they want. It's not a bad thing. It's actually very healthy, and it also helps you not to waste time. I would feel horrible if I misled a big girl into thinking that I was interested in her romantically, like on a romantic level, because I know my preference. I know what I want. Pretty much my preference is, as long as you're not killing yourself to be super small, or you're not killing yourself being super obese, you know, I'm just not with that. Because the way I see a relationship, especially with someone that you want to be with for the rest of your life, I can't see myself being with someone that is super huge, doesn't care about their health whatsoever, and expects me to accept that when I'm not going to even do that to myself. If I'm not willing to put myself through that, why do I want to deal with someone else that's putting themselves through such a health risk? For someone to be my partner, for someone to be someone that I consider a wife or anything, I need you to care about yourself. I need you to care about you more than I care about you. Because I'm always going to care about myself more than anybody will care about me. I don't care who you are. My parents, my grandparents, any family, any friends. At the end of the day, I care about myself more than anyone else will ever care for me. That's how it should be for any of you. Anybody. You should care about yourself more than anyone else cares about you. And if you don't care about your health, why should I? Right? Why should I have to go through that? I don't want to argue with you about getting yourself together for my entire life. That's a waste of my life. That's a waste of my happiness and your happiness. Because you're not going to be happy with me telling you all the time, oh, you need to gain some weight or you need to lose some weight. Like, you're not going to be happy with that. For my partner, I would want them to hold me accountable and vice versa for actions I take, especially when it comes to my health. If I'm with somebody, whether it's my girlfriend or wife, I want them to tell me if I'm messing up. Like if I'm eating too much sweets or if I'm not eating enough, I want them to be on my ass. I need them to be on my case about eating, about sleeping, about all of this. And I expect myself to do the same because I care about their health. They care about mine. We care about each other. This is just what we do. Like I said, that's just me. That's my entire preference. That's not a life everyone else should hold to a standard, but that's just my standard. And if that's not a standard you can live up to, then I'm not going to take you seriously as a romantic partner. But like I said, that's just me. That's just my preferences. That's just something you're going to have to deal with. And everyone else has their own preferences of what they want. There are going to be dudes on YouTube that are saying, oh man, you have to be big. If you can't get fat, then you just ain't going to be a girl for me ever. And, same thing with women saying this. Same thing with dudes talking about skinny girls. It's the same thing. Everyone has their own preference. You just gotta deal with it. Everyone's not for you. You can't make everyone have the same mindset. It's not gonna happen. It's impossible. You just gotta find that person that thinks and feels just like you. And I guarantee, when you do, your relationship will be that much better. I say all that to say this. It's okay to have a preference. Don't let anyone ever make you feel shamed for having a preference in anybody or anything. Because that's just how you view things. That's how you see life. If you have a preference to date certain people, great. I'm not gonna knock you. There are people that don't care who they date. Great. Not gonna knock you. There are people that care exactly who they date for family reasons or whatever. Okay, whatever. You don't have to like everyone. I'm not in this world because I have to like everybody. There are people I don't like. It happens. It's whatever. Even though I might not have met some people, I might not like them. It's not a bad thing. It's just, I might not like you. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Live your life. Live with the preferences you have for yourself. Envision a partner that you want that's gonna truly make you feel like your life wasn't wasted. I can guarantee that it will be much better than having to deal with someone that you feel bad for because in the past you wouldn't have given them a chance, and now you feel stuck. That's not a life for anybody to live. So with that being said, nothing I've said here is completely factual. You can take whatever I say and throw it away somewhere. You can cancel me. You can do whatever with anything I said today. Really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I ain't nobody.
I'm just Mikey G.
And before I go, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Share it with someone that you feel, needed to hear this. Subscribe, comment. The whole 9 yards. Turn on notifications. I'm posting every Wednesday, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Central Time. I'm not gonna miss a week. Regardless if it's a holiday or busy week, I'm not gonna miss one. Because heck, I film most of my videos months in advance before they're even posted, so I have no excuse. With that being said, y'all take it easy.